It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
What is this?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly. Think.
Price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole!
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally
Fuck your own face!
21 gigawatts!
Recorded somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio, you're listening to the Epic Radio Show with Epic Goldie and Tokar on the Epic Radio Network.
Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to the Epic Radio Show. I'm your host, Epic. We have Tokar over here.
Welcome, everyone. Tokar in the house.
Yeah, Goldie couldn't make it. She had a family emergency. Hopefully that gets taken care of. What's been going on with you, Tokar?
I haven't been getting into video games recently, but they came out with a new cool Super Mario Odyssey.
Have you played it?
No, not yet, but I heard it's really super good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last Mario I played. Maybe Super Mario Sunshine on, was it,
What about Super Mario Galaxy?
I never played that.
Oh, yeah, that's
never
really
played
good.
the Galaxy.
I've been looking at the reviews for the Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's saying it's a really good game.
Well, I sound like a really big nerd when I say this, but I was watching the Nintendo World Championships a few weeks ago.
Was it like the speed records?
No, it was a competition between players from all over the world, and they competed. And the two finalists, they had to play Super Mario Odyssey. It was a brand new game. Obviously, wasn't even released yet, so they did that to determine the winner. They had to play through a level of it. And what's funny about it is a guy named Thomas G won it. So we were rooting for him the whole time for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like it's amazing, like the Switch and everything. I've seen it in person. I do not own a Switch, but I've seen it and played a little bit. It's pretty cool,
I heard something that they have, like, you can feel the controllers are that sensitive where they'll show marbles on the screen, and you can just feel them on your hand when you move the controller around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they have like a game, I guess, where you don't know how many marbles. You don't know how many marbles they have, but just by touching the controller, you guess how many.
Wow, that's kind of
marbles.
crazy. I didn't hear about that.
It's that sensitive, the touch and everything, and the motions.
Well, it's kind of crazy how far technology has advanced over the years, man. I remember my little 16-bit regular Nintendo playing Tetris and regular Mario, and then Super Nintendo. I was like, oh my god, it's the best graphics ever, and then Nintendo 64, and then I got a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I was never an Xbox guy, though. I feel like most people that play Xboxes are douches.
Well, I have an Xbox.
You're a douche.
Well, the thing is, what Xbox did to compete, they have special games from independent. They had special contracts from independent game developers that are exclusive for Xbox, and so that's how they're able to compete with PlayStation and Nintendo.
I mean, PlayStation 4 does the same thing. They have a lot of independent developers that they there's tons of games, and some of them are free. You know what I mean? There's tons of free stuff you can download. They have Metal Gear Solid 5 right now for free download, and I'm trying to think what Amnesia Collection.
I think their membership's free, but Xbox you got to pay for it.
No, so PS3, I believe Plus was you could play online for free with PS3, but you have to pay for Plus with PS4 and to be able to play online.
Why do they charge money for that?
Because it costs a lot of money to keep the servers going. Really? That's 99% of it. And they have to constantly upgrade their security on there because dumb motherfuckers like to hack into it and shut it down. Yeah, that happens quite a bit, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, those hackers. Won't they turn their evil into good?
I don't know, man. Really, what are they going to do good with hacking, really? You know what I mean? Without hacking into, like, another country or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really much you could do with hacking.
They can program, like, web pages. And
that's not hacking, though. You know, like that. You can't really turn hacking into a good thing, you know? Hacking in any form or another, even free, like, you get a free software that you normally have to pay for, that's hacking. That's still piracy. It's still against the law.
Did you hear about the first hacker? You know what he was called?
No.
Captain Crunch. You know why?
Because
in the Captain Crunch cereal at the time,
yeah,
they had a little whistle. And he was able to, the guy, I don't know his full name, but I just know that he was known as Captain Crunch for that reason. So there was a little whistle in the cereal, and he would call up the operators, and they would blow the whistle, and it would sound like a special sound to where they would connect phone calls. Back then, they actually had operators that would move cables, and so he would call and do that little whistle, and he can get like all these long distance calls and call any place.
Huh? That's crazy. Let's see. Another thing about like evolving technology and stuff is like social media, because like I remember when MySpace first came out. That was the shit, man.
You can.
Customize your webpage, and you had Tom as your friend, and like that motherfucker. I didn't want him as my friend.
Yeah,
no.
Whatever happened to Tom? I heard that
he hung himself.
He did?
No.
Oh. Whatever happened to Tom? Does anyone even know who Tom is anymore?
No, I have no clue. Nobody knows. Tom is a mystery.
What do you think about MySpace? That was really super annoying was when people would decorate their page and you would go on it and it'll take like forever to load.
Well, yeah, with your fucking like really slow internet connection, AOL and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was annoying. But I think that's what made MySpace so fun, was you could do so much with your page. And it almost taught you a little bit of coding, Like I remember there were some, because there's different letters and numbers that coincide with colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
Some of them I had memorized at one point. It's even funny now, like with phones, because, like, do you remember any phone numbers, like, off the top of your head, like, from people? Do you know Godie's number by heart?
Not really. You know what?
Right?
Can I tell you something when I did?
What?
When I got people's number, I never even saved them in my contacts.
Why?
And I never even saved their names. So, for that reason. So I can remember the numbers. And it actually helps. Like, believe it or not, if I work with it, I can remember Goldie's number. Like, there's probably 15 numbers I know by heart for this doing that.
I remember when I went to jail, I couldn't remember nobody's number. I was so fucked, man. Like, it took me a while, but I remembered my mom's number. I don't even know if I knew my wife's number by heart at the time. We were dating at the time. but we had literally just moved in together when I got arrested, and I think that was the only person. My mom and Joey Suprano. His house number has been the same since high school. So I was able to call the house to get a hold of him. And then I think my mom gave me my wife's phone number at the time. But, like, it's funny, like, we were talking about Facebook the other day and just how much shit is on Facebook now. Because, like, before, like, it started out, you know, Mark Zuckerberg or whatever, he started it out as just a little way for college students to keep in touch with each other. And then, you know, it just expanded from there. Now, like, I mean, you could order a fucking Uber from there. You could order food. You could shop. You could do all this shit, man. Like, it's crazy.
There's tons of blogs.
I mean, you could also follow our page at Epic Music Radio. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do that now.
I mean,
they didn't even have, like, pages for a while.
And say you want to register for something, you can register it through Facebook. So you want to make it.
Well, I know there's a lot of sites that you know you don't even have to put in your email anymore. Just if you're already logged into Facebook, you just say log me in from Facebook, and then you're automatically signed up. Like, all your information's already there. It's kind of creepy in a way. You know, there's always a gray line with Facebook with the whole, like, privacy, you know, like, because they know a lot about you, and, you know, they sell certain information about you to, like, advertisers. What do you think about that?
I was gonna say, did you hear about this girl from, like, another state? She was buying stuff at a Walmart.
Okay.
And her dad picked up the mail, and he saw, like, his daughter's name on it. It was just something she didn't even register. This came from, like, Walmart. And it said it had all these baby products and everything. And he was like, he went to Walmart, and he's like, what's going on? Why are you suggesting my daughter's pregnant? She's not. How dare you? And he was, like, really mad and infuriated. And turns out her daughter was pregnant, and she didn't tell anyone. But she was buying certain stuff, like certain type of medicine, and, like, certain for, like, pregnant people. And that hit a trigger and knew that somehow they did, like, some type of survey that...
Yeah, they link it to your credit card or debit card, because my wife got something similar in the mail, too. So if you buy things, like, on a regular basis, Walmart keeps track of that, and once they gather enough information about you, they will actually send you, like, coupons or advertisements about things that you buy. I don't know. That's kind of creepy to me. It's kind of stalkerish. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we'll have that interview with Joey Suprano.
Sounds good.
All right. Keep it locked. Keep it epic. We'll be right back.
Stay epic.
Welcome back to the Epic Radio Show. You already know. We have another interview with the one and only Joey Suprano. Last time on the show, he kept us in an anticipation for his artist that he would not fucking name. What's going on, Joey?
Yo, what up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're doing good, man. How about you?
Man, you know, skipping and missing, you know, keeping it pushing, though. You know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. So, you definitely said last show that you were going to keep us in anticipation about this female artist that you have. And are you going to trick or treat me today?
No, I lied about all that.
What?
I'm just playing. Yeah. Most definitely, man. I'm a man of my word, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to introduce her?
Yeah, you know, it's the one and only, you know, pretty wildflower, you know, Black Lilly, you know, and it's just crazy bars that she do and got her own unique style that y'all will hear soon, you know, and the reason behind the suspense was because, to be honest, you know, when she came in, it was like spur of the moment. She say, okay, well, I would like to do this. And I looked at her like, okay, so what do you want to do, sing? She's like, no, I want to rap. You know, and at the end of the day, we didn't even establish a name. Okay. You know, and our first song that we made was Don't Sleep. Second was No Name.
You know what was funny, too? Because when you said No Name and I saw that track that said No Name, I thought seriously that was her name, No Name. Like, so I thought you were trying to pull one over on me, man.
No, that's what we want, though, you know, because the suspense is real, you know, and at the end of the day, Black Lilly just fit her because, you know, I had a bar in there like, you know, 3 times just resurrected a pretty wildflower, you know what I mean? And it just grew from there. But at the time, I didn't want nobody to know what her name was, and neither did she. Of course, you know, that's what she agreed upon, and I liked her idea, and we just ran with it.
That sounds great. So are we going to be able to talk to her?
She's kind of busy. No, yeah, we can do that. All right, yeah, here's Black Lilly. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, you are the most anticipated artist right now, because Joey Soprano definitely made that known, that he was not going to drop your name until the next time he was on the show. Even though I pried and prodded and tried to trip him up, he would not give it up. So Black Lilly, you have an album coming up, is that right?
Yes.
What's it called?
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Okay. And when is that going to drop?
Hopefully Halloween is what we're aiming for.
Okay, so right around the corner. It's kind of funny that it's Halloween too. That's when me and my wife first started dating, was Halloween. So it's about to be 5 years for us.
Congratulations. It must be a beautiful relationship because I love Halloween. There's nothing better.
That's right. We definitely had to get our witching season on when we got together. I don't know. So what got you into rapping? Like, tell me a little bit about your story.
I've always been a lover of hip-hop, definitely old school hip-hop. I've always been able to relate. I've always been able to just follow some of the best of them and flow right with them and not really know how amazing it was at the time that I was really a part of that. I actually was giving a friend a ride, an artist at CO2 at the time, to the studio, and excuse me, that's who I wrote for. And from there, it was like, you know, he said it was a sort of a surprise thing, like, oh, you can do this. Let's do this then.
Well, one thing, me and Joey used to work for a long time, and we had a couple female artists that were under our wing, and we actually taught how to rap over the years. One thing usually leads into another as far as, like, you know, they end up stopping because of their boyfriend, or they get pregnant, or some random other thing. If you remember, Joey, if you're still there, remember that one girl that was addicted to cocaine?
The Bob?
Yeah.
The Bob girl that her boyfriend name was Bob too, wasn't it?
No, not her. The dude the chick from 5'7", remember?
Oh, yeah. The one that worked with you at Miss Zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was crazy. But anyways, you started writing for another artist, and then you decided, wow, I'm already writing for this other artist, why don't I try it? Basically, right?
Not really. It was I I write for him. You know, he's a good friend of mine at the same time, so I write for him as a favor to him because it's just something that I've always done.
Oh, okay.
And it really ended up a surprise thing. It was like, hey, you hear this beat? Yeah, so Suprano tells me write something to it. I write it. He goes, spit it for me. I spit it, and he goes, go in the booth. From there, it's been kind of like an addiction, I guess.
Yo, and then look, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what really happened, it was kind of like the dude went in the booth, and I'm listening to what he's saying. Now, mind you, this R&B. So I look at her like, that's dope. She's like, yeah, you know, she didn't want to take credit for it, but she was like, you know, I wrote that. And I'm like, you did? And as he's recording, I'm like, so you want to sing? She's like, I said, she said, no, I want to rap. So like she said, I told her to go in the back. You know, Tom, I'm expecting her to come back like an hour later. Like, I can't get this. Bruh. 12 to 15 minutes, she's like, I think I'm ready. She got in the booth. And I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, no, this can't be real. So I'm not going to lie. I was like, okay, re-spit it. I messed up on the recording. And she spit it harder the next time. I was like, oh, my God. Like, that's just talent that she didn't even know she had that. You feel me?
Yeah, it happens a lot of times with, especially writers. I mean, if you remember, even Kanye used to write for Jay-Z before he decided to rap.
Right.
So, I mean, he used to write, obviously produce also, but, you know, eventually that's what he ended up wanting to do. He wanted to rap himself, and then look what happened. He ended up taking off. So hopefully the same thing will happen here.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, definitely, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so what other projects are you guys working on? Now, if I remember correctly from last episode that you were on, you mentioned that she was going to be on a mixtape and then drop her solo album. So
yes.
Is Trick or Treat her solo album, or is that the mixtape?
No.
Okay.
Trick or Treat it's almost like a compilation because it's got people as like Jones from Black Sheep Affiliate. It's got Piggy Banks, CO2 Zone, you know, and it's got a lot of me and her back and forth, you know, and that's why I call it Trick or Treat because, you know, they already know my style. But when they hear her, they're going to be like, wow. Like, we just did a show not too long ago, bruh, and they was just like, they was not expecting none of that. And when she got up there, it was like, wow. So Trick or Treat is definitely going to be more or less of a CO2 mixtape introduction type deal to Black Lilly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but her mixtape will be dropping around the new year.
Okay. You actually did treat us because it seems that we actually have one of the songs. So right after the interview, I'm going to play about a minute of it just to give people a taste of what's to come.
Well, I think the first track should be No Name. Just saying.
Oh, well, you got to bring that up again, right? All right. Well, that was Joey Soprano and Black Lilly. They have an album, the mixtape coming up, Trick or Treat coming on Halloween. And then Black Lilly has her solo mixtape coming out around New Year's. So definitely
and that title is just going to be called Black Lilly.
Self-titled. Okay.
Yes,
her self-titled mixtape, Black Lilly, coming out around New Year's. We'll definitely, when that time comes, we'll probably have you back on the show again to promote that album too.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, let them know they can find the Trick or Treat mixtape on SoundCloud.
How do they look it up?
You know, they could either go on the Division 3 SoundCloud or Ghetto Joe /D3 /CO2ENT. It'll be on both of them. We're trying to get it on all music platforms, but as of right now, SoundCloud, it will be popping.
All right, sounds great. And thank you guys for being on the show. It was definitely nice meeting you, Black Lilly.
Thank you. Same to you.
Okay. How about me, though? You don't want to... What about me?
You're always welcome on the show. I tried to get you here in person, but our schedules were conflicting. So maybe maybe the one in around New Year's you'll be in person.
Yeah, we will definitely be in person.
All right, sounds great. All right, we have a clip that we're going to play from Black Lilly and Joey Suprano. The song is called No Name. So enjoy that for a minute. I'm just going to play a little segment.
First I think it, then I feel it, just say it's got a hold of me. Thoughts and emotions, these words is rap poetry. Bitch, got the flow, it's cold, I mean below degrees. 3 and B, got the shit, bag it up like groceries. Thought I knew where I was going, this is where I'm supposed to be. Had a pretty picture, now it's changing metaphorically. Can't deny, I am not your average Latina. This is why I do it, que se mueran de la envidia. When I spit it, I kill it, you feel it? The shit came real quick, the crew that I fuck with is solid. This is some real shit, but with us it's the chances of getting bodied and buried real quick. Only the strong survive, our time here is infinite. So sit back and take a seat, you gon' be waiting for a minute. Because once I drop the mic, my nigga 3 times gonna kill it. Keeping up is like the builder nigga breathe chest pain. Who the fuck is this bitch? She go hard with no name.
Hey, they like, man, who this bitch with no name? They like, that bitch is spitting straight flame. They like, she let them know it ain't a game. CO2, 3 and B, ENT, that be the game. They like, man, who this bitch with no name? They like, that bitch is spitting straight flame. They like, she let them know it ain't a game. CO2, 3 and B, ENT, be the game.
So what'd you think of that, Tokar?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow. You're fucking shit up right there. He just unplugged his headphones. He was so excited over that music.
I mean, I was just dancing, sorry. I couldn't help myself. I lost the chord.
So what'd you like about it?
You know, it kind of fit like the season, like Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you heard, it's going to be released on Halloween. The mixtape's going to be called Trick or Treat. So kind of does fit with it. We don't have a lot of time left in the segment, but I did want to bring up this Buffalo Wild Wings in Medina. They found a necklace. It's engraved with Love Forever, and they're not positive, but they think it may contain ashes. It's obviously something very important to someone, and they definitely want to try to get it back to the rightful owner. So if you have any information about this necklace, please contact the B-Dubs in Medina.
So please be a good Samaritan, and if you find out any information about this personal item with the remains of someone's loved one, please let BW3 know, because that's something that's irreplaceable, and it's worth more value than anything.
What I thought was funny, so I commented on that on the B-Dubs Facebook, and I said, hey, I have a show, I'll make sure that I share this information. Somebody commented underneath and said, hopefully it's not cocaine.
Oh. Well, I recommend, please don't test it or anything.
Okay, well, we're going to go on another break. When we come back, we will have crazy news.
Crazy news. There's some crazy stories.
Yeah. All right, so keep it locked. And don't go anywhere. Keep it epic. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us on the Epic Radio Show. Follow us on social media. On Facebook, it's at Epic Music Radio. On Twitter, it's at Epic Music Radio, and Instagram, it's Epicness216. We're going to get into crazy news right now with Tokar. This is going to be awesome. Tokar's doing crazy news today.
We'll talk about the bark being worse than the bite.
What's this story about, Tokar?
Well, sometimes if you can't find love, you just got to branch out. And woman gives up on finding love when she finds it with a tree. She plans to marry, calls the tree Tim, and has intercourse with it.
Okay, so what's the tree's name?
Tim.
Tim?
Timber.
Oh, shit. So this lady wants to marry a tree. Talk about a tree hugger, right? But she actually has sex with the tree. Says it's the best sex she ever had. I don't understand this at all. Like,
I am really stumped, to be honest with you.
I just don't get it, man. Like, people are just getting weirder and weirder every day. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's not even bestiality at that point. What the fuck would that even be called?
Inanimate-ality? I don't know.
I don't know. That's so weird shit. I mean, good for the tree.
Next, you know, we're going to be watching the news. Some guy's going to be going to marry a cartoon.
You know, another thing, too, like, I wonder if she gets a lot of splinters. Like, could you imagine
if she gets pregnant? She claims she gets pregnant from the tree.
Well, then that tree would have planted its seed.
You have like all these. You have like little branches growing out of her nose, and like.
I don't know. That's some weird shit. What's the next article, bud?
Are you afraid of clowns?
I am.
Might want to stay clear of Burger King on Halloween. I don't know if they're doing it in Cleveland, but the fast food giant is giving free Whoppers to people dressed like clowns at some locations.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm afraid of clowns. Ever since the first It came out, Stephen King's It, I've been afraid of clowns because especially right after that movie scared the shit out of me. My uncle dressed up as a clown for Halloween. I've never been the same.
I said if they're
clowns.
they're not doing it in the Cleveland area, Miami, Boston, Los Angeles, Austin, and Salt Lake City. But I mean, you can save the hassle and the makeup. Just wear a Cleveland Browns uniform.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh my god, I'm a Browns fan. Unfortunately, you know what's funny is I fucking always have to say unfortunately when I'm a Browns fan. That's like fucking shitty, man. We were looking so good in the preseason, too. I was like, oh, man. But they always excite you in the preseason because the other teams, they don't put in their best players for the preseason while we put in everybody. So, of course, our best players of our team is going to be shittier than their second string or third string. You know what I mean? And then we'll get injured in fucking preseason. And then the rest of the season will be fucked. We do have the youngest team in the NFL, but god damn, I'm so sick of losing.
You know, catch the ball. That's all. That's all you have to do when.
Speaking of Browns fans, the Cleveland Clinic has bedwetting tips for everyone,
including drunks.
Including drunks. When's the last time you pissed yourself?
One time I got really drunk, but I didn't piss on the bed. I just pissed my pants.
What?
I actually pissed my pants when I got too drunk. I just pissed. And the one time I was at a bar, and there was this guy I hanged out with at the time. He straight up somehow got... This happened to me like probably 3 times with people. They would get so drunk, they'll just piss somewhere, and they'll think it's like a toilet. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I have pissed myself in bed being super drunk because I'll have dreams where I'm actually in my house going to the bathroom, and then I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, I just pissed the bed. Well, anyways, if you have a toddler that's still pissing the bed, the Cleveland Clinic suggests these few things. Shift times for drinking. Increase fluid intake earlier in the day and reduce it later in the day. Schedule bathroom breaks. Be encouraging. Eliminate bladder irritants like caffeine, chocolate milk. Cut citrus juices, artificial flavorings, dyes, sweeteners. All that stuff actually affects child's bladder. Avoid thirst overload. If schools allow, give your children a bottle of water so they can drink steadily all day. This avoids excessive thirst after school. Consider if constipation is a factor. Don't wake children up to urinate. Randomly waking a child up at night and asking him or her to urinate on demand is not the answer.
It's a lot of pressure.
And will only lead to more sleeplessness and frustration, and don't resort to punishment. Obviously, you don't want to beat your child's ass every time they wet the bed because...
Yeah, they can't help it.
Yeah.
You know what? I think when I was a kid, I pissed the bed a couple of times. Like, I'll admit that.
What's that?
It was embarrassing, but when I was a kid...
Oh, I did. I mean, when I was a little kid, you know.
Yeah, I was probably like 7. I pissed the bed. I woke up and there was piss, and I'm like, well.
Another thing that they say is try a bedwetting alarm, but that contradicts what the fuck they were saying about waking a kid up, because what this does is it's an alarm that you clip to the child's underwear or place it on a pad on the bed. And then once the device detects any moisture, the alarm goes off. I'm sure that's way better than waking up your kid to use the bathroom. Just scare the shit out of them with the fucking smoke alarm going off.
If anything, I would probably
ass.
sleep through there, and I'll just continue
Like, holy
pissing.
shit, man.
I'll probably fry that thing. You know, there'll be, like... I don't even think that thing's waterproof. I'll probably piss on it and short-circuit it.
I don't know how that thing works. I'm gonna have to do some more research on the bedwetting alarm because I've never heard of that ever.
What about the diapers or something? How come they're against that?
Well, you know, like
does it feel like the kid's getting put down or?
Well, yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, my son wears a diaper at night. I mean, he's about to be 4. I'm not exactly sure when the cutoff age is for that, but during the day he wears regular underwear. But we know if we don't put a diaper on him, he's going to piss the bed. And that's just a lot of laundry to do every day. I mean, we already have to do that with my little one because she wears a diaper, but she likes to take it off. So 9 times out of 10, when I wake up in the morning, I go to get her out of the crib, she's completely buck-ass naked. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, I don't understand. We've tried everything. We've put clothes on backwards, like with a zipper. She gets the shit off. I don't get it. She's like a little fucking Houdini when it comes to fucking getting her clothes off. Anyways, we have some Would You Rather questions. This is actually from another Michael, not Michael James that usually does it, but let's see. So, Tokar, would you rather undergo a lobotomy or experience a cock guillotine?
All right, you're gonna have to explain what a cock guillotine is.
Well, a cock guillotine is basically where you stick your dick on like a thing, and then something comes and chops it off, or a lobotomy, which I believe is where they stick something into your nose and punctures your brain.
Lobotomy.
Me too. Yeah. I don't want to chop my dick off.
I'd rather be a dick. I'd rather be a.
See, if Goldie was here, she would say the cock guillotine because she doesn't have one. That'd be easy for her. Would you rather be dipped in acid or tossed in lava?
You know, lava because you disintegrate like right away. It's
That's
so
what
hot,
I'm thinking.
You just evaporate like super fast.
Like the only thing I will say dipped in acid is depending how far dipped you're gonna be, you could probably still survive.
I don't think acid is that strong too. Like
there's some acids that are that strong.
But the question they just said acid. So what type of acid is it?
The drug acid. No, I'm joking.
All right, in that case, I'd rather get dipped in acid all day.
Hell yeah. Be having like, oh shit, there's this pink bunny walking around.
Hey, I don't want to get off topic, but did you hear stories about people that did acid and they'll snap their spine and they'll just get flashbacks?
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know if that's a rumor or like, you know, an urban legend about it. We'll have to dig into that a little bit. The last one, spoon your eye out or cuddle with a porcupine. Porcupine.
I'd rather go with the porcupine, dude. They don't stick into you right away, you know.
Well, not only that, I mean, you know, you can pull the quills out eventually.
Yeah, that's not even that painful, probably.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. But
spoon out your eye, that's
yeah,
painful.
I mean, you're going to be without that eye forever.
And you're going to be blind.
And then you're going to look like a pirate, and you're just going to have fucking jobs as a pirate in places going, arr, shimmer me timbers.
Arr, arr, arr. Hey, did you hear about these diseases, these psychological diseases where people feel they want to amputate their arm or they want to go blind?
No, that's pretty weird, though.
No, that's actually, some people suffer from these diseases. These psychological diseases where they're healthy and they're normal, but they just want their leg amputated or they just want to go blind. And they'll do anything they can to make themselves go blind.
That's crazy.
They'll actually go to the hospital and they'll request that the doctor...
I can't remember the name of the show, but like, have you ever seen it? It's like where people will eat like random shit. Like they'll be addicted to like, I think it's called like My Crazy Addiction or something like that, where people eat like glass or fucking just random shit. There's people that eat hair.
Yeah, that's
like,
really gross.
I don't know. There's some really fucked up
There's
shit.
like a lady, she only eats like McDonald's French fries.
That's crazy.
That's the only she has.
Well, I mean that's not as crazy, I think, as some of the other people eating glass. Though I don't understand how the fuck she didn't die.
Oh yeah, I mean,
don't talk too much, Tokar.
No, it's just I'm trying to think. I'm like, what? It's some psychological illness or something happened to him.
That's what I'm thinking. I think a lot of these people might just have some kind of mental like illness. It's so crazy.
You know what? Well, anyway, it's the people with like they go to the doctor and request their arm to get cut off.
Yeah.
So they did a scan of their brain with people that suffer from this psychological illness, and they found out that when they scan their brain, it's really similar to someone that's brain that's actually amputated with an amputated limb. It's very similar.
That's weird. So almost like their brain just wants it gone. Like it's not. It's weird.
Yeah, they're trying to do research to prevent this because if the doctor won't do it unless they have to,
obviously,
and if they don't get their leg amputated, they'll do it themselves. They'll go out of the way to actually do it themselves.
Very interesting. Well, we're going to have to take another break. When we come back, we are going to do the prank, and it's a doozy this time.
I can't wait for the prank.
And so keep it locked, keep it epic.
Keep it epic.
That was way too loud. Welcome back to the Epic Radio Show.
Welcome back, everyone.
Today's prank was created by Michael James again.
Oh, Michael James.
Yeah, he's like our secret writer, number one fan. So today I am going to call a hotel, and I'm going to ask about their rates for 1 hour. Not a day, 1 hour. I'm going to ask if they provide lotion, if they provide any adult stimulation, what kind of amenities they offer for free, and we're going to take it from there. And if they won't give me a rate...
Tell them you'll clean your mess.
If they won't give me a rate, I'm going to ask to speak to the manager. So, let's do this. All right, calling.
Thank you for calling the DoubleTree by Hilton, Cleveland East Beechwood. For the operator, please dial 1. For reservations, please dial... You are being transferred to
ringing. Wow, what shitty customer service.
Are they telling you to beat it?
I don't know. They seem really busy at this fucking Hilton.
It's probably some guy sleeping at the desk. Like, oh God, the phone's ringing. Oh.
Fuck these customer people.
They don't pay me enough money for this.
They don't pay me enough to answer phones when they ring. This is ridiculous. I've never had to wait this long for a hotel to answer my fucking call.
How long are you going to have to wait for your lotion?
I know. That's what I'm saying. That shit better be on demand. Like, they better bring a bucket of lotion to my fucking room after this.
I know.
Like, the good shit, too. Jergens or something. Or St. Ives. I know way too much about lotion. Sorry. I don't like the Suave lotion, though. It's not very good.
You know what? I don't know anything about lotion.
It's a little liquidy. It's not as thick. It's not a very good lubricant. I would never know about that, but just saying, I've done some research. Fuck it. We're going to try the West End downtown. We're going to see if this works.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling the Westin Cleveland Downtown. This is Serena. How may I assist you?
Hey, what's going on there, Serena?
Excuse me?
Is your name Serena or Serena?
Yes, how can I help? How can I help you, sir?
I heard that you actually have hourly rates. I only have enough money for 1 hour.
Okay, sir. Let me transfer you to reservations.
Okay.
Hello. Thank you for calling reservations.
Howdy.
One of our associates will help you plan your personal Western experience in a moment.
Do I get a
Rest
ton of
assured
lotion
that
for
we
that
care about
experience?
quality. That's why your call may be
It's got to
recorded.
be SPF 100. Because it's going to get really hot up in there.
Don't mind the stains.
Yeah.
I might stain the carpet a little bit.
Do not go in there with the black light after.
Experience a Weston weekend. Enjoy late checkout on Sundays and extended breakfast hours all weekend to help your weekend last
That's
even longer.
embarrassing.
Learn more at weston.com/weekend.
Jesus Christ, it takes so long to book a fucking hotel anymore. It's not even worth it to prank a goddamn
Fuel
hotel.
your body with delicious
You have to have a lot of
RX
patience.
dishes packed with nutrients and energy. Antioxidant rich and naturally low in calories, our tempting selections make healthy meals impossible to resist. Learn more.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you for calling reservations. This is Jessica. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, what's going on, man? My name's Tony.
And what can I do for you?
I heard you have hourly rates.
Have what rates, I'm sorry?
Hourly rates? Like, I could book a room for an hour.
We do not know.
I was told you can, and I need a room for an hour.
I do not have hourly rates, sir.
How much is it for a night?
It would depend on the specific night you're looking for. Are you just wanting this evening?
Sure. Let's do tonight.
So, I'm just pulling that up now. So it looks like this evening our rates are starting out at $139 plus
$139. And what's all included with the stay? I like a lot of amenities in my room.
Well, that's just going to include the room itself, sir.
You don't offer a continental breakfast or nothing?
It does not come with that room, no.
So you're paying $139 for a room, and there's no amenities. I mean, that's crazy, man. Like, okay, so do I have, like, shampoo in my room? Do I have to bring my own shampoo and toiletries?
No, sir. That's all going to come standard.
What about lotion?
I'm honestly not sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm not on site myself. I am with Central Reservations, though typically they are going to have all of the standard bathroom amenities.
That's crazy. So you're not even in the hotel right now. Is that right?
No, I'm actually the reservation service.
So they pay a separate service to book reservations for this hotel? They don't even have people in-house to book their own reservations?
No, they have their own call centers. We book for all Starwood hotels.
That is insane. That is so crazy to me.
Fairly standard for most hotels, actually.
I mean, I guess this must be a really fancy hotel because I've never had to deal with that. Well, is there a way to put like a note on the account like that I want like a bucket of lotion in my room?
Unfortunately, we don't offer buckets of lotion.
I would do that. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for your service. I'm going to call back a little later and book that reservation. Excuse me. There's one last thing I would like to say, and when I leave the room, please tell them not to come behind me with a black light.
Well, at least you're enjoying your day, sir. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's it.
All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, my God. I almost had it. I did pretty good. I did pretty good there for a while, man. I couldn't... Well, when she said, no, we do not have buckets of lotion, that's when I lost it. Jesus Christ, dude. How do people do that? I mean, man. I'm sure she's going to be talking about that today. Anyways, so that was our prank. I don't know if it was epic fail or not. Hopefully you think it was funny. But one of the last things we're going to talk about is 7 ways to tell if your coworkers dislike you.
And for me, I don't give a shit if the coworkers don't like me.
This is according to the Job Network. There's 7 signs to tell if your coworkers dislike you. The first one is you're invisible. Probably the clear sign that you're not well liked is that people don't want to talk to you. If you try to engage your coworkers in conversation or simply make eye contact and they breeze by like you don't exist, it's likely they're not thrilled with you. Did you just fart in my goddamn studio?
I'm sorry, dude.
God, no more fucking coffee for you, Tokar. I can smell that shit. I can taste the fucking dark roast in my mouth right now.
I didn't know it was going to be that bad. I'm sorry.
You motherfucker. That was not silent and deadly. That was loud and fucking horrendous.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I thought it would just be... I had a little...
Jesus Christ.
I had a little...
Anyways, you're the talk of the office and not in a good way. So the second thing is, are your coworkers whispering about you? Well, people usually don't whisper when they have something nice to say. If you find yourself the source of hush talk or nasty gossip, you might have a serious workplace problem. You're getting bad body language vibes. You're always in trouble. That's me. So I don't think they like me too much. People don't seem to trust you. I definitely don't trust Tokar. Especially with the fucking gas, the mustard gas coming out of your ass, dude.
All right, I'll stop. I just thought it would be one to let through to get my stomach.
Yeah. Everyone talks down to you.
It seems like these are
Do
friends.
coworkers sometimes speak to you as your child, Tokar?
Not only coworkers, but friends, too. That sounds like friends.
And the last one is you're unwelcome. So people don't invite you to things and I guess try to hang out with you other than work. But yeah, that's 7 signs. I have like 3 or 4 of them at work, but the main thing is though, I have a bunch of guys that I work with, so we all talk shit to each other like all the time. Like I hurt my ankle at work, and I call my boss and I let him know. He's like, "Oh, did you hurt your vagina too?" Like, at first I was a little mad, but then I laughed, like, right away. But isn't it kind of weird? Excuse me. Isn't it kind of weird, Tokar, how, like, all right, if a woman's pregnant or if they get hurt on the job, everyone runs over like, oh, my God, are you okay? But, like, if it's a guy and you show any type of signs of pain, you're automatically a vagina. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, are you bleeding from your vagina today?
You know, it's women are mostly like secretaries, and then like men do like a lot of intense physical work, and so
it sounds very sexist to me.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be sexist, but it's just maybe he needs you.
You are trying to be sexist,
and he's like trying to tell you like, oh man, I can't have him call off over that. This, yeah, come on, be a man. That's what he's probably doing. He's probably trying to like tell you not to call off and like,
yeah,
finish,
I don't know.
Get the job done. That's what it sounds
I guess.
like.
He could be just an asshole. Isn't it right, John from work? Anyways.
What a dick.
Anyways, so that's the show. Yay.
Yeah, we did it. We did it without one man down, and we continued. We're survivors.
See, you are super sexist. Goldie is not a man. Ain't that right, Tokar?
That's correct.
Yeah.
You look like a man.
No, she doesn't. Anyways, so that's the show. Yay, we did another one. Oh my God.
Survivors.
Yeah, we're survivors. Follow us on Twitter at Epic Music Radio. Follow us on Facebook at Epic Music Radio.
And don't forget that ad sign.
That's right.
That little fancy A with the circle around it.
That's right. And on Instagram, Epicness216. See you guys next week. Have a great week.
Have a good weekend.
Happy Halloween. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We always need subscribers and views. That's where we're going to be. After next month, we're not going to be on Radionomy anymore. We are dropping the platform, or they are dropping us. It doesn't matter. All right, so keep it epic.
Keep it
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.